Boomba-yeah. Sarah Foster, Boomba-yeah. Nobody knows who to burn today. Get back, they're coming your way. Boomba-yeah.
We didn't play very well from the opening whistle, and for the first time in a long time, maybe years, I didn't think our team brought anything to the table. Our best players didn't play very well, and we relied a lot on Appling, and even with all that, cut it down to 14, and we just didn't, finish it in any way, shape, or form.
Stop. Cut the music. Turn Terry's mic off. He doesn't need it. Okay, here's the deal. You don't like college basketball, this doesn't apply to you. You don't care about Michigan State, I don't care about you. Okay, this is a selfish endeavor over the next few minutes. Now, I have stayed very, very quiet, maybe to the point of hypocrisy, about Michigan State. I have tried to defend them. I've tried to rationalize it. I've tried to do everything. And everything I'm about to tell you has to do with this team, not the program. It's about the team. Last night was something I've never seen in my life. I have never in my life, as a Michigan State graduate and a Michigan State basketball fan, have I seen a team quit so openly, shamelessly, and disrespectfully. Yes, they quit. All right? That was disgraceful last night. And it goes way beyond whether State will make the tourney this year, which they won't. It goes way beyond whether State will make the NIT or not. They won't. What this is about is disrespecting those who came before you, disrespecting the brand that has taken this coach, the greatest coach in school history, that has taken him 14 years to build it up. And this group of hacks spit all over it. Last night, that was not Spartan basketball, and what they've done this season is not Spartan basketball. The principles that Michigan State basketball are built upon have been spit on and dismissed. Spartan basketball is about toughness. It's about grit. It's about defense. It's about fighting. This team does none of that. This team is disgusting. Last night, you open up a basketball game against a team in Big Ten play that's 1-8, 26-6, 34-8. Go home. You don't want to be there. Go home. And I got bad news for you. If you think I'm going to get on the air and bag on Tom, I can't. Because to me, it's about the team or lack thereof. You got two guys on this team that are seniors that don't want to be there. Go home. You don't deserve to wear the jersey. Michigan State basketball is Michigan football. Glory years. This is a brand. It's a product. It's a privilege to wear that jersey, not a right. And you got two guys on this team that are space cadets. Now, the whole team may stink, but it starts from the top. And your two senior leaders, a word I will never again use with Kalen and Darrell, are the biggest perpetrators and the biggest problem. If you don't want to be here, leave. Darrell Summers has no interest in playing basketball. Leave. Throwing the ball all over the floor, not fighting through screens, not doing anything other than parking your ass outside the three-point line and firing contested triples. Clang. Leave. You think you're too good to be a Spartan? You think you're too good to be in college in your senior year? Go. We'll see you in Turkey next year because the NBA is gone for you. And spare me. Oh, how can you say this about Kalen? Because Kalen's play has nothing to do with his injury. It's got everything to do with what's going on between his ears. Last night, Kalen Lucas, 0 assists. 0. It's an embarrassment. Michigan State basketball has been built on players that are tough, that work. Whether it's Snow or Respert or Skiles, Magic, Vincent. Whether it's J. Rich, Bell, Mateen, Mo Pete. Players worked. You put in. Last night, that group of kids, this version of this team, spit right in Izzo's face. That guy's given his entire life to this university to build this program to a point and bring it to heights it's never been before. And this group of hacks spit in his face. You quit. You openly quit and flipped a bird not only to your coach, but every guy that has bled for this team, for this program, for that jersey. You're disgusting. You want to pick individuals who played hard? Go for it. I'm not interested in it. As far as I'm concerned, a majority of those kids laid down and died. And it starts with the two senior leaders. What a disgrace. You're awful. And it's about the team, not the program. The program is bigger than these kids. But the worst part of it is that you have two guys like Kalen Lucas and Darrell Summers who care so little about their own legacy and care so little about their NBA future that they play and lay down like dogs, then leave. I'd make you friggin' walk back to East Lansing. You're disgusting. This group, instead of being remembered as the greatest senior class in Spartan history, is going to be remembered as a bunch of dogs, mutts, because you spit in your coach's face. He is a legend. He is the best we've ever had and the best we'll ever have. No, I don't love everything Tom does. I don't, just sit here and, over everything Tom does. He does a lot of things I don't like. I don't like the fact we don't recruit nationally. I don't like the fact that it's all so, we got to run every set in the book. I don't like the fact he's stubborn. He's the best. He's the best. Because what he does is with integrity. It's with honesty. He works his ass off. Last night represented the low point of the last 14 years of Spartan basketball. An absolute low point. And I put it solely at the feet of these players. If you don't like the way Izzo's running the program, you don't like the way you're being treated, you feel you're better, go home. If it were up to me, they would wear knockoff jerseys the rest of the year. I would dress them like the Jersey Shore and put wife beaters on them and let them fist pump their way to not making the NIT. They're a disgrace. That was Iowa, okay? Not UNC, not Duke. Iowa. Iowa is a complete folly. They haven't been relevant since A.C. Earl and his box fade were roaming the court. They are garbage. They are a terrible basketball program. They are 1-8. They go through coaches the way Terry goes through condoms. They are awful. You went into Iowa and got absolutely jail-sexed. You dropped the soap and didn't care about yourself enough to even bother. I mean, it's unbelievable. So that's it. From here forward, whatever time it is, this team, this version, and I can't even call it that, this mockery of Michigan State basketball is banned from this program. Banned. Consider it the NCAA death penalty. As long as Kalen Lucas and Darrell Summers and this group of quitters dons that jersey, we will not speak of them on this program. You want to talk about them today? Talk. End of business day today. They are done. You make the tournament, I'll consider it. The program is bigger than these kids, and maybe if they understood that, we wouldn't be in this spot. I am completely reviled by last night. I can't blame Tom. 248-539-9797. I won't ask twice. You want to talk about college ball, you want to talk about the Spartans, there's your number. Instant feedback. 971theticket.com. Your ticket text, 97136. Go ahead, Foster.
I'm not going to ask you how
Welcome
you are.
Welcome to the party.
Because it's pretty obvious how you are.
I stayed quiet this year.
You did.
I skipped games. I avoided getting mad. But last night, I sat down and said, I'm going to watch it. I'm excited to see it. They've been working on zone. What an idiot I am. Man-to-man all night, and they didn't play a lick of D. That's the worst defense they've played in 14 years. That's the low point for this team in 14 years.
But see, I knew, you said you were on the fringe. I knew last night was going to lure you right back in because we were at the Palace, and I got to see some highlights later. When you hear 30-8, the first thing that goes through my mind is we quit. We're done with Tom Izzo. We quit on this guy. And, Mike, I don't know what's going on with this team. And, yeah, you're right about Kalen and Darrell Summers and stuff, but there's something that went wrong. There's something that's going on because they are not that bad.
Last
They're
night
not
was
30-8 bad
mutiny.
to Iowa.
It was mutiny.
But why? Why is
the
the mutiny?
You know what my opinion is? Am I
Love to hear
allowed
it.
to do an opinion?
Sure.
From the body language, from the attitude, I think this team believes, as delusional as this is, they believe that Izzo quit on them by kicking Lucius off the team. That is my opinion. There is no other plausible explanation. Unless, of course, each player was systematically drugged by an Iowa fan. There is no other plausible explanation, brother.
And they went and got there early, too. Because of the
kids,
storm.
The two seniors, Kalen and Darrell, don't want to be there. They don't want to hear it. Let me ask you a question. If you have any pride about your personal fortune, your personal future, and you're down 20, and you're put back in that game in the second half, and you're Darrell Summers, how do you get pulled in 30 seconds? Because you were too friggin' lazy to fight through a back screen.
That should never happen.
What does that tell you about you? He doesn't deserve to wear that jersey. If I were a former player, I would have puked all over the TV last night. This is a program. It's about principles. Look, these kids don't get it, and they won't.
Well, and I tell you who doesn't get it. Kalen Lucas said, when I was doing the best I could, I was trying to get 0 assists for a point guard is inexcusable.
Listen, I want you to tell me whether I'm over-exaggerating.
All right, go ahead.
You have to work hard as a point guard to get no assists. You've got to literally work to not get an assist.
Mm-hmm. Right. Point guard's job is not to make himself look good, is to make the team flow, to make others look good. It's to make a great B player a B-plus player.
This program will be fine. This season is over. It's done. It has been self-destructed by the people that wear the jersey.
No, it is absolutely done.
No coach could fix this. Your senior leaders who captained you and took you to 2 Final Fours and a national title game don't want to be there. They don't want to play.
No, it's pretty obvious.
You want to tell me they don't have enough talent because they're Midwestern recruiters and regional? Do it. I agree with you. They need more talent. I wish we would recruit nationally. You know what? I'm not going to defend it. But if you think Tom Izzo can fix this team, then I question your basketball IQ openly, and I welcome you to call this program.
Mike, look where they've been the last 2 years. This is a team that at worst should finish third in the Big Ten, be Sweet 16 in the tournament.
It's not about talent.
Maybe maybe go to the Big Ten finals. That's why it's not about talent.
Yeah.
It's between the ears.
It's not
the mental thing.
248-539-9797. We'll get to the people coming up in a minute.